Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're taking out the Tier 9 Japanese destroyer, the Kagero. I just recently got this, and this video replay is right after I got most of the upgrades that I actually need. Namely, I got the second hull upgrade and the 20-kilometer torpedoes, which I then promptly knocked down to 16 kilometers with the Captain talent, so that these torpedoes go a whopping 72 knots. That's a fantastic speed. As I spoke in my Fubuki video earlier, I find personally that the number one factor that comes into whether you actually hit your torpedoes or not are the sheer speed of them. They can be strong, they can be weak, you can have 2 turrets, you can have 3 turrets, they can send out 2 or 4 or 5 torpedoes at a time. But the number one thing that makes them actually hit, so that it actually matters how many torpedoes you have, or what range, or how powerful they are, is the speed. You can set yourself up into perfect positions, you can fire blindly into alleyways. The speed is what really, I find, makes the difference whether you actually connect. So, looking here, we have a Tier 10 game. There is an enemy Yamato. I am personally worried horribly over that gearing, that Tier 10. He will absolutely tear me to shreds, as will that Baltimore. Well, for that matter, the Atago and the Admiral Hipper, yeah, all the cruisers will really... There's a lot of things in this game that are very, very dangerous to just me. I do have most of my stealth upgrades, but not all of them. I don't have the Tier 5 Captain talent, which is unfortunate. Almost am there. They start me down in the far corner, far southeast corner, which is exactly where I don't want to be. I don't really want to be out in the big open water. While it can give me plenty of things to shoot at, it also leaves me completely exposed. And if my smoke is on cooldown, I am pretty much SOL if I get spotted by one of those enemy destroyers, namely the gearing that I'm so worried about. So I go ahead and burn a speed boost right off the bat and get closer to the fight. Now I am in a Japanese destroyer, so I don't really want to go very far ahead. I don't really need to. My torpedoes go 16 kilometers. I don't need to get far out ahead of my group. That's what, U.S. destroyers and Russian destroyers should be doing, because then if they bump into enemy destroyers, they can have their little pew-pew gunfight. I'm not interested in fighting other destroyers. I will if I have to, but I'm going after bigger targets. So I'm kind of cutting laterally across, staying close to my team. There's a...
Enemy force detected.
Well, there's our first target, a Mogami. I have a good angle on him, but he's not exactly what I'm looking for. Let's hold off. Let's just get a little closer. There's a battleship. There's the Yamato. Okay, well, he's definitely a target that I want to go after. I'm already ranging him out here. Oh, and then we get a North Carolina. And a Baltimore. So that Baltimore is pretty damn close. Now, replay glitch here. Those are narrow torpedo spreads, not wide. The Baltimore is just going off in a straight line. Sure, I'll fire torpedoes off at him. Now, I know that he's very fast and very maneuverable. But these torpedoes are so incredibly quick. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get out of the way. So I take my shots. And you can basically see when he spots these torpedoes. Right about there. And he starts turning very, very sharp. Yep. He's definitely seen him. He is turning with everything he's got, and they are so fast, he still takes 2 of them.
Smoke screen set.
Which does a ton of damage. Takes him down to about 2/3 health. And somebody finished him off. That Baltimore is dead. Well, fantastic. So that's one of my many worries that I have to, that I don't have to worry about anymore now. Alright, well, I've got 18 seconds on my torpedoes. Let's start moving towards... Oh, nope, I've been detected. There's a destroyer nearby. Where is he? There he is, Kagero. He has all the stealth upgrades. There's no way he would have gotten that close to me without him. Pretty sure I'm off here by myself, so I'm going to go ahead and take a pot shot at him to try and scare him off. Definitely going to change my direction here in case there were torpedoes in the water. And I'm just going to pull a straight bead away from him. I'm going to be spotted for the next 20 seconds, but I also at the same time scared him off. And now I'm unspotted, and now I'm going to make my turn. Because the last thing he saw was I was going straight away from him. He didn't see which side I was going to. I have a sneaking hunch that he's going over to the far east to try and take out the Hindenburg and Tirpitz that are derping along the far edge of the map, not being useful to anyone, at least at this point. I am asking in chat that I need cruiser support, and I just do a quick look around and realize that there are no cruisers anywhere near me. Okay, well, I don't have a shot on this Bagami. That island is exactly where I need it to not be. So let's just close the gap. I need to get closer to the main group of the team, especially where all the cruisers are that can help protect me from the big bad gearing that's still stalking out there. I'm looking at the map and I see the Kagero that's coming in our general direction. I really am not sure if I want to fire my torpedoes that way, because they are 16-kilometer range and he is at 14 kilometers. I could potentially team kill.
I need fire support.
Yeah, so I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Oh, well, now the Megami's slowing down or turning. He is turning. There's the gearing. Okay, good. So I know where he's at. He's going somewhere else that I don't care about. I don't want any part of that fight. I'm just going to send my torpedoes here. Yeah, gearing is unspotted now, and that would be the Fabuki, the tier 8. Who, to be sure, is dangerous, but not my really huge concern. Oh, there's that gearing again. He is very badly hurt. That Fletcher is doing some serious work. Just dodge those torpedoes. Oh, no. Oh, they killed each other. Okay, great. Perfect. I don't care. I'll trade the Fletcher for a gearing any day of the week. That was my biggest danger on this entire map, was that gearing. So now there's a Kagero still stalking about somewhere, and the Fabuki. I have a feeling I'll see them again. Looks like my torpedoes completely whiffed. I say in the map, your sacrifice will be noted in the logs, John. That was the Fletcher. God rest your soul, John Cena. Alright, well now that gearing's gone, and there's the Kagero straight ahead of me. And the Fabuki's over in the cluster over there, so I have the whole realm of this middle map pretty much to myself. So let's find a good target. I don't see any teammates in the way because they all got annihilated because they were cruisers and went in there without any battleship support. That looks like a Yamato doing a classic. I'm going to sit still and just back up my ship. Or a Megami who has beached himself. Yeah, sure. We'll send torpedoes at him. I'm more moving into position at this point. I want to try and get a little closer to these battleships. But I'm taking a nice wide swath around these cruisers. Like both that Admiral Hipper and the Megami right there. right now at this exact moment, those are the biggest threat to me. So I do need to be careful of them. Let's see if these torpedoes have any luck. I might accidentally, yep, I accidentally hit the hipper. And you can see that speed. Boom. They don't even have time to react. Now the Mogami sees it, and he is really trying to get out of the way. Nope. They're so fast, he just can't turn out of the way fast enough. And I did cause flooding, so I don't know if his repair was up. He may actually bleed to death, or flood to death. No, it's not going down. His repair was up. It's not anymore. Okay. Well, next target. We've got 6 torpedo hits so far. What else can we do? At North Carolina is tempting, but I'm behind him and he's going away. That is not ideal. He's definitely preoccupied with his fight with the torpedoes. But I'm gonna have a hard time hitting him with any real accuracy. Like, I might land 1 or 2 on him, but not enough to really kill him. And probably right now he's not even thinking about me. He is totally blinded in on that torpedoes, and he's gonna hightail it out around the other side and let the Yamato do all the work. Not necessarily a bad tactic. So the Yamato is going straight at that island. Where is he gonna go? He's gotta be, yeah, he's taking a slight left. So now I want to try and get around this island and cut off the Yamato with torpedoes. See, I'm just being very patient with these torpedoes. It takes a long time to reload them. Just be patient, wait for the shot to open up. Oh, Fubuki tailing me. Great. Well, let's go ahead and open up. I don't want him getting closer to that torpedoes. He's already badly hurt. Started a fire on him. That's good. Which he was extremely dumb and used his repair. So now he's back on fire. And his engine is out and he's basically done at this point. Now I'm just going to smoke because I'm horribly spotted. I'm just going to shoot those torpedoes out. I don't know if they're actually going to hit anything. And we're going to speed back up. Get my guns pulled around.
Smoke screen set.
And try and finish off this Fubuki who's burning and limping desperately away.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, just missed.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I have a feeling this won't. Oh, come on. Want that kill. Alright, the fire got it. Fair enough. The Yamato is firing at me. Well, I hit the North Carolina with 1, and the Yamato.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Wow. So, I killed a cruiser in that mix that I didn't even know was there, and got another 3 torpedoes on the Yamato because they were so fast. Like that North Carolina, when he took that initial hit, he saw, like he spotted all the torpedoes for his entire team. So all of them knew they were there, but they were just so fast they just could not get out of the way. And this is what I'm talking about, where the speed just makes all the difference in the world. So now these guys are really hurt. Now it's kind of a turkey shoot for me. Everything that was dangerous basically is dead at this point. The Otago's still floating around. He's kind of out of position going the opposite direction from me. I've got the angle on these battleships. Ooh, yeah, looks like he changed direction enough. He might get away from these ones. Well, at least the first batch. Yep, he slid right between those two, it looks like. Very nice job, North Carolina. What about Mr. Yamato back there? Yeah, he avoided him too.
Much obliged.
But you see how the speed really makes the difference. I'm just skirting around the edge and harassing them. I'm purposely poking my head into the cap to try and tempt them to push forward around this island so my team has a shot at them. That Otago was getting a little close for comfort. Torpedoes are back up. I'm going to take some nice wide shots at the Otago. See if I can put him out of commission. If that Otago goes away, we easily win this. I have no competition. But looks like the Otago turned. I'm not going to be anywhere close. That's fine, we chased them away. I'm still in the cap. I'm going to force them to move forward at some point. It looks like the Yamato wants to be the brave one, which is very ironic considering how many torpedoes is coming at him, which he's just now seeing. And we weren't even firing at him. Just wrong place at the wrong time, buddy. Eh, there's another 10,000. Thanks. No flooding, though. So, Japanese destroyers are all about positioning. I'm just skirting around his edge. He can't see me. He knows I'm out here. They obviously see all the billions of torpedoes coming in their way, but there's really nothing they can do about it. Be patient with your shots. So the ideal position that you really want to fire at them is about right here where you're a little ahead of them and they're coming at you. You want to hit them on basically broadside. Like this is a pretty good one, but at the same time that Iowa, oh well, never mind, he died. So I was hesitating there because I didn't want to hit my friendly. And just offset your 2-1s. I don't need to one-shot him. He's obviously used his repair. If I can tag him with just one torpedo, that would be enough to flood up and make him go bye-bye. Now I gotta be careful because this Otago is getting a little close again. Again, it's all about positioning. I know right now that my Kagero can be spotted from 6 kilometers on the dot. So as long as I keep them out of that range, like he's at 6.8 right now, that Yamato, and there's no scout planes or anything up in the air. As long as I stay out of range, he can't even shoot at me. He has no idea. Like, he's pointing his guns right in my general direction. He knows I'm out here somewhere, but he just doesn't have a clue on where to fire. So look at that, his guns are right at me. Well, other destroyer got him. And this game is basically done at this point. So, again, what have we learned? It's about positioning. It's about putting yourself in a situation where you're not going to get cornered. Like, you can kind of see where I'm starting to get myself in a little bit of trouble here, where I'm wedged in between the enemies and that giant ice wall to my starboard side, up in the northeast corner. Now the game's almost over, so it doesn't really matter a whole heck of a lot at this point, but you get the general idea. Know where your detection range is. Definitely have the Captain-Perk that tells you when you are spotted. As you saw very early on, I got spotted by that Kagero, and that probably saved me right there. Always kind of bring up the tab, and especially at the beginning on the loading screen, and look at what you're fighting, and know what are going to be your problem areas. Who's the most dangerous to you? What do you need to focus on? As a destroyer, you really want to focus on killing battleships. They're the biggest and easiest target to hit, at least as Japanese destroyers, but to some extent the other nations' destroyers as well. You need to be careful if you know that there are US destroyers out there or Russian destroyers. They're gunboats. They want to kill you. That's what they're best at. Same with cruisers, though a lot of cruisers are under some weird disillusion that their primary target are battleships and catching them on fire. Well, that's great for damage and everything. It's not that great for helping you win games all the time. So, I hope all learned everything. Look forward to making more videos for you guys. Have fun